Oh, missile away. Missed though. Uh-oh. I'm down to like a minute and a half of fuel. I'm just gonna have to hit and run. Should we try and time this rocket? Oh yeah, we did! Oh, amazing. So that's why I love this plane. That is so much fun. So I've come back to flying the MiG-15 BIS. This is a plane, and the whole kind of MiG line with the MiG-9 too, that took some major adjusting. The guns in particular are the thing that just took me a long time to adjust to. They're very large caliber, relatively low muzzle velocity, relatively low rate of fire, and especially coming from the Americans when you're just shooting out beams of 50 cal rounds, the cannons on these are, you kind of have to be able to just snipe people with them. So I'm just following this G91 in. But the thing that has been a real major redeeming factor about the MiG-15 BIS, given the guns, is these S21 rockets that are just like, they burst in the air. You can set the range timer on them. And it makes such a difference for not having to really finesse the cannon round shots. You can just kind of get in close vicinity. I've got the distance set to 500 meters. And why don't we try it on this MiG-17 if I can catch him. He's coming in real hot. Let's see if I can sneak up behind him here. He's sending off a guided rocket, but didn't have the angle on it. I've just got to get inside half a kilometer here. And the MiG-17 just seems to have too much speed for me. Let's see if I can do a slow turn and catch up to him here. Make sure there's no one else coming in on me. Looks good. Okay. And looks like I'm going to be able to turn inside him. That's a gunshot. Now he knows. So what are we going to do here? I guess I'll put out the air brakes so I don't overshoot now. Finish a high, half kind of reverse high yo-yo. That's friendly shooting. Yeah, okay. Okay, pull out the air brakes. And uh-oh, another MiG-17 coming in. Well, let's see if we can switch onto that target if he's biting. No, he's not. Alright. Okay, well, I'm just chasing F-86s around the map, I guess. Now I'm kind of holding... No, Saber's gaining a bit of ground. But we're all going the same direction, so I might as well stay in line. And we're climbing. Okay, I'll let my teammate know I'm attacking this guy. Oh, missile away. Missed though. Uh-oh. I'm down to like a minute and a half of fuel. I'm just gonna have to hit and run. Should we try and time this rocket? Oh yeah, we did! Oh, amazing. So that's why I love this plane. That is so much fun. Alright, let's see if we can get inside this Saber with our last minute of fuel here. And he's gaining a bit of separation now in the dive. Okay, come on. Do something. Maneuver. At least we're going in the right direction. This is good. I gotta get back to base, so if he maneuvers, I kind of just can't follow, actually. I'm gonna stay up high, though. That's probably my one assurance here. I gotta keep gaining altitude while I've got some fuel left for these engines. What you doing? Not a whole lot. You're running for our base too, eh? Okay. Let's do it together. Okay. Bingo fuel here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And engines out. So let's see if we can glide down to our airfield, all the while trying to actually engage this Saber. Thankfully he's pulling up and turning hard, and I'm diving down. So I'm closing the range. We'll just see if we can do anything about him before he attacks our guy on the ground here. And let's try that. Ah, dang. No luck with that one. Alright, good. Well done, team. That worked out. Okay, so this game clip is a really good example of both how much you have to lead with the MiG guns. Here, I'll just duck out of his shooting lane. This B-57 ends up coming back around to stay engaging, and you'll get a look at, he almost is entirely out of view from the cockpit, is how much I have to lead him for the guns to hit. So here I'll start the leading, and that just clips his tail. There, you can see his tail's gone there. And then finish the work. And then this guy, Swift, just sneaks right up behind me, but some really lucky or unlucky, depending on perspective, AA knocks him out. So I'll just kind of take that and get a bit of awareness, choose the next target, and it's going to be this FJ-48 that my teammates just fired on. No one's really circling around on him, so I slot in behind him. This is where I start to make some mistakes. Right now, as I'm closing rapidly, I should deploy air brakes to stay behind him, but I don't, and I end up overshooting here, which forces me into a high yo-yo. And I've been kind of trying to make these videos about the S21 rocket and very focused on getting rocket kills, and that comes to my detriment as I try and get the rocket off right onto him here at too close a range and just about crash. That was really a time for a gunshot. That would have been really easy just using the guns, but I was focused on the rockets. And so here again, I'm just trying to close in, still thinking about getting another rocket on him. And he starts to pull, and I kind of wave off, because it's not going to be a good shot. And here, I guess my pilot G-locks out. I'm just recording a game replay, obviously, here, because I can't record gameplay while I'm flying in VR. And here I just decide not to take the rocket shot or any shots because there's too many teammates nearby him there. And try the rocket, I lead too much in that case. And that's an example of what not to do. So here's a little bit more satisfying gameplay. I've got the rocket set at a pretty short range here, 500 meters. And then I'm trying to line up another rocket shot on this guy, but he's a bit too close for the rocket, and it'll overshoot him. So I just kind of stay following it. Again, not really thinking about using my guns much. And that rocket doesn't work. I guess he was just too far at that point. I haven't really decided what range to set the rockets at to be most effective. I find oftentimes I'm really close up following people, but sometimes it's nicer to have a bit of a longer range with him. And here I'm just kind of checking if anyone's on my 6. Someone is, and I realize I need to just try and gain separation from that LA-15, so I let the other guy go. Here's just another effective engagement. I send off one rocket and a bit of gunshots ineffectively at first, and then just slowly come around, and thankfully the ME-163 straightens out, and I just close the range down to 5 in time to put out the rocket, and it does what it's supposed to do. It's so satisfying.